podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Jesse. This is our other host, Mama. And today we're doing kind of like a movie review. But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that if you do like what you're seeing and you want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you are notified when a new broadcast or a new video of any kind is uploaded on this channel. Be sure to leave a like if you like what you're seeing. It does support the channel. And yeah, I guess we can just get into it. We went and saw the
Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man, the new take on The Invisible Man by Blumhouse, which is the movie company. And we're just gonna spend this whole video just doing our impressions and interpretations and opinion on
Impressions?
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Overall, what did you think of the movie? Whoa.
I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. It was really good. I think it was really good.
Yeah. No. I think that if I was to say anything, I would say it is a go to see in the theater movie.
Definitely, yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I actually was thoroughly entertained.
I'm glad that I went to the theater to see that. It's not a movie that I came out of going, I could have seen that at home. It was a movie where I was like, I definitely need to see that in the theater.
It wasn't a movie that you could say oh yeah, that should have been totally watched at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very enjoyable in the theater. I liked it.
It was good. It was a good experience.
Yeah. All right. So Elizabeth Moss did fantastic in this movie. Yeah. Yeah. She's well known for Girl Interrupted. And mainly now you would see her more in the role in Handmaid's Tale. Yeah.
Oh, you right.
In terms of the other actors in this film, they're not really ones that stand out to me.
No, they seem very much like
the daughter of James, the cop.
The cop, yeah.
She looked very familiar to me. And I was like, where did I see her? And you also felt that she seemed familiar.
She seemed familiar, and yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, where? Have we seen this young woman? And it turns out The Wrinkle in Time.
Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah. Or A Wrinkle in Time, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so are we going to do some spoilers?
Do you want to do spoilers? We're going to do spoiler for the rest of the movie because it's just...
let's not try...
I don't know.
We want people to go see it.
Yeah.
So do we want to spoil it, though?
Here's what we're going to do. If you do want to go see the movie, and without anything being spoiled at all, or if you're not sure if you want to go see the movie without anything being spoiled, we have down in the description the link to the trailer. Again, we're going to say this is definitely a movie you want to see in theater. If you have the time or the ability to do that, go do it. It's a great viewing.
Yeah. So when you see the trailer, I totally was getting horror, jump scare, suspense.
Just average, suspense, modern,
right?
Kind of vibe.
But after watching it, ladies and gentlemen, friends.
It's deeper and...
It's so much deeper.
I guess we're now going... Okay. If you've done all that, this is your official... This is the end of your chance to click away if you don't want anything spoiled for you or whatever, because we're going to lightly delve into that and then full on go into it, just how we're prone to do during talks about movies.
So
spoilers! Yeah, that was dumb.
Oh, wait, that's the notification.
No, that's the sound of the police.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so... Let's go back.
Okay.
We started the film. And right off the bat, you're drawn in. I was drawn in.
I really like the directing of this because a lot of the way the scenes are structured or the way the shot is composited or things like that are very much meant to make you focus on one thing specifically. So at the beginning of the movie you were like, oh, is the theater dark? Or you said something to that effect.
Yeah, I was like, does that screen seem darker?
But that's intentional because that draws your eyes attention to when the alarm clock is shown and you see the time as the bright thing, and then the rest of the scene is bright after that. So a lot of like that stuff is like super smart, and I really like that about the movie. Like it was a aware movie, and it was smart, and it did what it had to do.
Yeah.
Put you in the experience, and I appreciate that.
Right off the bat, I got the vibe. This woman is in a desperate situation.
In a bad situation, yeah.
Like, she is scared. I didn't exactly know why, but
you do find out.
You do find out.
Yeah.
Okay? But I knew that there was, like, an intense fear there. And she feared for her life. So, obviously, it is a domestic abusive situation, psychological, physical, sexual, we find out. Wow. Holy cannoli.
And I feel like they handle that subject matter very well.
Yes.
I feel like, because after she leaves the house, and she moves in with Aldous Hodge's character, like after she moves in with him and his daughter. Okay, so him, like the cop, and her sister, are they a relationship?
No, I don't believe so. I think
because like there's that. I thought that's what it was because he had his arm around her and stuff like that. But I think it is just friends. I think it is just friends.
I think that potentially James, who is Aldous Hodge's character, I believe that maybe potentially her sister's character, or her sister, and Elizabeth Moss' character had been friends, like maybe growing up, and they had that close attachment. And I think that the sister and James, the officer, maintained like that friendship, but like Elizabeth was isolated, and you know, she wasn't allowed to talk to the dog, she wasn't allowed to talk to anyone. He kept her very isolated from everyone, including her sister and friends. So and that's what happens in those abusive situations, right? They make you feel very alone and that you have no one. And so after all this time, the sister finally hears from Elizabeth Moss's character. What was her name? Oh, Cecilia.
Yeah. So main girl is Cecilia. Elizabeth Moss's character is Cecilia. And then Sarah is the sister.
Darn.
I think it says if you go down.
Cecilia. So C is what she's called. Then Adrian is her husband.
I don't think they were married, though.
Ex-boyfriend is what it's saying.
I think it was just boyfriend.
The sister is Emily.
Emily, okay. Well, I was totally off.
Sorry. Sorry, my friends. It's all a blur. We should have probably slept on this to process some of this a little bit more. But okay, so C is Elizabeth Moss. Okay. Emily is the sister, and James is the police officer, the friend.
The best friend.
And then Adrian is the psychopath ex-boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, the invisible man.
Or one of.
Woo!
That was a weird direction, I gotta say. So I was expecting it just to be him. Yeah. And I was expecting the movie to end when she's out in the rain. I thought that was the end of the movie. Like, they were going to finally catch him in the suit. And I was like, they're going to do the thing where the water bounces off of the suit and you see the silhouette of the thing. So they'll catch him and that will clear her name. But then it totally goes in a different direction and is like, oh, nope, that was his brother in the suit. And...
Whoa, you, like, totally jumped ahead, right? Like...
I know, but, like, dog. That was some wild stuff.
Yeah.
That was wild.
I wasn't expecting that. And then when that twist happened, I was like, wait a minute, because there for a while, they almost had us believing that they were twins. And that Adrian actually killed the brother, and Adrian became the brother.
Right.
Who was also the Invisible Man, posing as his brother. Like, it was just, I don't know. So then we were kind of like there for a moment throughout the movie.
But then stuff happened that...
And then we were like, wait a minute. Now we know there's at least 2 suits. And then we realized there's 3 suits at least, right? And you'll notice that in the beginning of the movie as she's doing her escape. Okay, so that's essentially the beginning of the movie. Mm-hmm. She's escaping from the house.
And I don't know, because there's so much stuff where I'm like, if I had a second... Well, you see the 3 dummies, and you have to assume that each one of those has a suit, but like...
Or at one point had a suit fitted
on it.
Right,
yeah. But like, I feel like with a second viewing, I'd be able to find out if that's actually the case.
Would you go again?
Yeah, I'd go again.
To see if we missed things.
I think I would.
There's a couple of things that we think we missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll get into that.
This is incredibly just first impressions, but like, I feel like maybe it is just 2 suits because...
Yeah, but...
I think he would be doing more stuff if it wasn't for her hiding the second suit in the cubbyhole.
I don't know, dude.
Because if he had the second suit, then...
Yeah, but okay. So he was in that vehicle driving away. That was him. She even knows that's him because of the way he spoke to her.
Yeah, it's his voice.
The brother ends up at the house at James and
So there has to be a 3rd suit?
And
so there has to be a 3rd suit.
Yeah.
So there has to be a 3rd
and Sydney's house. So James and Sydney. So James is the dad, Sydney is the daughter. And then again, James is the police officer, best friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if this is all over the place, my friends. But yeah, the brother ends up being at the house, and we were kind of like, where the frick is Adrian? Anyway, I was wondering when we were getting to a situation of, because in the trailer you see that she's going to end up in a mental institution, but it's not just any mental institution. It is like a criminally insane institution. So it's for the criminally insane. So I was like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? And I thought in the beginning, like, we would see it sooner than we did. But anyway, it is what it is. But then I was like, well, she didn't do like any crime. Anyway. So you originally thought it was just solely the brother once we found that out. Did you?
Again, with the second viewing, I feel like I could definitely say, like, no, this is not the case. And people who have seen the movie more than me will probably say it in the comments if that's what you're going to do. There's a line at the beginning of the movie that I swear I heard. If it's not in there, I'm totally cool with admitting that I'm wrong, and I probably am. But I could have sworn there was a line at the beginning of the movie where they basically say that the 2 brothers, Adrian and whatever Adrian's brother's name, are twin brothers.
Tom?
Is it Tom or is it Simon?
What are we talking about?
No, dude.
What's his name? Tom.
Okay.
Mama was right.
Okay, fair enough. Fine. I swear there's a line at the beginning of the movie or something where they say Adrian and Tom are twin brothers. So when we're shown the photos by Tom, which actually turns out to be Tom, when we're shown the photos by Tom of Adrian's
dead body,
suicide,
yeah,
it looks like it's Tom's body.
Right.
So I was
because
like,
we're not getting it up close on the
but
face.
that's just it. Like, even
same
when
as
you
when
did see his
she- in the
face, he had
beginning-
kind of Tom's facial hair and stuff
Well,
like that.
in the beginning, when she's doing her escape
Yeah.
and running around the house doing the stuff, well, she's not really running. She's very quietly and strategically moving through the house. It pans onto his face. And so, but you kind of don't really totally see all the features, right? So then you just see the scruff, and then all of a sudden you see Tom as the executor of his will, and to, establish what he's supposed to do to honor the brother's wishes based on the will. So as a lawyer figure, he obviously hands over her this big amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that's really when you see Tom's face. And so you're kind of going, oh, okay, so that's the face we're looking for.
Right. And
turns out that's not the
entirely
face.
Wrong.
But with that said, we were just discussing, like, I'm a twin, and my twin doesn't have my face, right?
But, like, again, I could totally be making that line up. Like, that totally could not have happened in the movie.
But again, were we thinking that?
Yeah,
were we actually truly privy to that information because they stated that information?
Yeah, that's just
so. Where did it come from?
Maybe I, in my head, just inserted that line. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. But I originally thought that the plot was going to be like, the reveal, the big reveal was going to be that Adrian killed the twin brother and made it look like it was a suicide, and then took the place of Tom, and not only has he been the Invisible Man of the whole movie, but he's also been the lawyer who's been doing stuff to act as like on two fronts kind of thing. So that's where I thought it was going.
Privy to information that
because,
we're not quite...
Yeah, exactly. But then stuff happens... Okay. Oh, yeah, it's okay. All right, this is Charles.
Hello, Professor Charles Xavier. No bum shots, though.
Yeah, none.
No bum shots.
No. But then some stuff starts happening, and you're like, oh, are they both alive? Like, how can this thing be happening while he's doing that? Or, or how can he know this while the other one doesn't know that, or whatever? And it would take two people to be alive in order to know these things, and how to do this to manipulate her and things like that. So it just started to switch into a different thing.
Yep.
And then a third curveball is thrown, and I had just no clue. And I still don't know what the exact twist, per se, is. Because
there was like 3 twists, though.
Yeah.
So we thought we had it figured out, and then whoop,
was wrong.
Twist. And then, so when we first originally started, again, we thought the twist was, oh, it's twin brothers. And that he killed his twin, and that he's taking on these 2 personas. And so she's not quite sure who is who. Like, that's Tom, who's being the lawyer, and then the Invisible Man is stalking her. And actually is in the mental institution with her. The whole time he's in the freaking room, which is so weird. Anyway, so then that wasn't a true twist. Then we thought the other twist was that Tom had, like, they have the 2 suits, right? Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because the first twist we thought that he faked his suicide. Yes.
Using the twin brother's body.
No.
Yeah.
The original first twist was he pretended to kill himself, and the brother was in on it. He was the Invisible Man, and the brother was doing his thing as the lawyer, and they were conspiring together.
That's what it ends up being.
No, I know, but originally that's what we thought. Then we thought, oh, whoop, now there's a twist. he killed his twin brother, because that's when we saw the photo.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah.
He killed his twin brother, and now is posing as both his brother and the Invisible Man. Adrian, okay? Not Tom. Then it's like back to, okay, wait a minute. Now there's a couple of suits. So Tom is playing Invisible Man as well as Adrian's playing Invisible Man, which is what it turns out to be. And then there's another twist that Adrian tries to act all innocent.
And
is found, like, tied up behind this, like, makeshift wall and is oblivious to everything that took place. Right? And then he plays that, and then and then he, like, totally blames it all on Tom. And that Tom actually was the manipulating sick brother. And that he was under control of his brother Tom.
Right.
When indeed that's not the way it goes.
Well, I don't know.
And then all of a sudden she weans her way back into the house because she hides the third suit.
Yeah.
Okay, so she hides a suit in the same freaking I keep doing this. What is this? Air quotes, like, no, but seriously. Then she hides the suit in, so there's some foreshadowing, in the same cubby that she hid her getaway bag.
For when she left him.
So she hides that third suit there. And then goes to dinner. And weans her way back into the house, because the only way that she can be at peace and the people that she cares about can be safe, so James and Sydney, his daughter, because those are the only people that are left in C's life that she's really close to and that she loves and adores, and so she doesn't want any more people to get hurt, and he did threaten that. So she's like, well, the only way this is ever going to stop and I'm going to feel safe and my people are safe is by killing him. He can't live. So then I kind of knew after she called him, she's going for the suit. But how is she going to get to the suit? Like, and then all of a sudden, oh, I got to go to the bathroom to freshen up. Yeah. There it is.
And she makes it seem like on the security camera, he kills himself.
Yep.
The same way that he killed her sister.
But then put the knife in her hand.
But this time it's just he killed himself. So.
Yep. And it's all caught on camera. So let's go back to what actually Adrian does. He's an optics engineer. So he specializes in optics, and creates, like, cameras and software for them and things like that. So that,
and he works for the military.
Yeah. Like he's intelligent.
He's a military engineer.
So originally when I thought about all this, I legit thought it was Ghost. When you watch the trailer, I'm thinking, okay, he's coming back. He's haunting her. Like, this is legit what he wanted to do. He was never going to leave her alone. He's haunting her. And then I thought, wait a minute. He took a drug to make himself invisible. Which
is what the usual, like, Invisible Man
thing
is. Like, it's a serum or whatever.
And then Dad's like, no, think Avengers. And I'm like, what? And he's like, think Avengers. Think, like how the suits work and whatever. And I'm like, that's so intelligent.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, because right in the movie, they're like, oh, he's an optics, like, engineering specialist, right? So, like, he's, like, brilliant. And I'm like, what does optics have to do with this invisible suit? Wasn't thinking these million, like, freaking little camera dots all over this suit. I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
So it kind of becomes like a holograph.
It's a hologram.
Hologram suit.
You remember in there's that one Mission Impossible movie where they make the whole hallway?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Intelligent.
And that's so cool, but that's fucked up.
So that would be optics, right?
Yeah, that's optics.
But that's playing with cameras, right? Like, that's playing with seeing what the cameras are seeing, right? But this is legit a human being is seeing,
Yeah.
like, what? Like, listen, my friends, I really do think it was really well done.
I think it was a good
The
movie.
jump scares in this were
But it's not
phenomenal.
It's not just the jump scares. There's genuine like suspense, and it does fuck you up in the head.
Yeah.
And then there's jump scares on top of that.
Like
so
the
it's
psychological
it's
thriller
good.
kind of like, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's horror. It's not horror.
It's
It is
thriller.
thriller. It's suspense. It totally makes you jump out of your seat. Right, Jesse?
Yeah.
Poor Jess. Like, literally jumped out of his seat. Yeah. It was kind of funny. I mean, I've had many of these, and like grabbing onto hands and arms, and yeah.
Spooky.
Dad went to see it with us.
Yeah. He jumped, I feel like, twice.
Yeah, he jumped twice.
He jumped twice.
But then I think he made it like, oh, I was there to support you, babe.
Oh.
You know, like, oh, here's my hand. Hold it, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was well written.
It was good. It was good.
I liked it. I liked the movement of the movie. I think
the pacing is really good.
I think sometimes it was just a little bit... I would say that the sister doesn't play a huge role. And I think I would have liked to have known a little bit of their background in terms of sisterhood, like, and their relationship, because how they may have been like really close as like younger siblings, and then he isolated her and pushed family and friends away from her. Kind of looking at it like, I don't know, because then the sister helps her and saves her, and gets her away from that situation initially, and then it's really James and C in the movie, right? Like, and you know the Invisible Man's there, Adrian's there, but like obviously, but other than that, like, you don't see much of the sister until, and then of course this email's written, and the sister's like, don't worry about it, boo, goodbye, kind of thing. Like, don't talk to me anymore. It's kind of like, was she talking to you? Because, like, I don't, what? Was she, like, calling you every day? Like, it gave no indication of that. She visited one time at the house, and that was to determine that Adrian was dead. But other than that, you really didn't see much with the sister until the email thing, and then... which pushed her away again. And then it was when she sliced her sister's throat. But she didn't. Or did she? Gotta go watch the movie. Listen, she didn't, okay? Remember? Spoiler alerts. I think it would have been nicer to see a little bit more of their history, I think. But it was good.
It was good. I think that's,
The suit was scary. It was freaky, dudes.
It's really well designed, because, like...
Like, when the glitches were happening,
I was expecting,
like, that was almost freakier than some of the other stuff.
But, yeah.
And then, the other thing that kind of pissed me off, he started running the water to clean the paint in the paint scene. And I was just like, what is going on? Because there's no way that amount of paint was cleaned off in that little short period of time.
It's like, it would have sunk in and stuff, I guess. Right?
Like, I'm wondering, did you wipe it on the curtains?
Because as we find out, the suit's not waterproof.
Right.
Right? Because in the rain, it does glitch more. Yeah.
But I think the glitching was happening. No, the glitching was happening because...
No. Because he lifts the trunk up to hide and, like...
get out of the rain. Mm-hmm. Because it starts glitching when she starts to stab him.
Oh, yeah. No shit, it would.
Because she's breaking cameras, right?
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, it works and then it doesn't work. Like, it just keeps glitching in and out. So I don't know. It's so good though. But I almost found it more freaky when I saw little parts of the suit rather than just.
Kinda? Okay, yeah.
But you were getting that vibe of like a ghost feeling. The freakiest part was in the room scene. Initially, when the blanket comes off of her.
Oh, that's fucked. Yeah, that's so.
And then,
excuse me.
Oh my god.
That's messed. You guys are gonna have to see it.
Oh my god. I will not. That as far as I will go with that because that
is
messed.
Because that's weird. Well, no, because you have to find out which one of the two brothers was taking the.
But we didn't know that at that point.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Yeah.
We knew nothing about that at that point. At that point, we had no idea. We knew that there was a lot of tech and stuff in the house as she was running through, walking through. I keep doing this. What is up with that? Okay, but so you see a lot of tech. So you again know that he's like, you know, this engineering like genius, but you really don't understand truly what it is, right? So then in that scene, that's where you're going, oh shit, yeah, this is a ghost show or a ghost story, right? Like it's a ghost movie. Yeah. I was freaked out. That scene, and I'm not going to tell you any more than that. The blanket comes off her.
The blanket scene.
That's it. Yeah. That's all I'm telling you. All right, so go watch that. Go watch it just for that scene, my friends.
I think
you will piss your pants. Jesse, did you?
I did not. I did not.
I feel like that was a freaky scene for every one of us.
Yeah, it's just weird. Just stop.
Because it's your room.
Yeah.
How vulnerable is that?
Yeah,
you're sleeping. Like, you're supposed to be the safest in your room.
That's spooky.
Like, Anyway, what else do you want to say?
I think that's everything.
Yeah, this is a definite go see.
Go see.
Go see.
Recommended.
Yeah, for sure. I would say if we were to give it, say, 5 popcorns.
Like out of 5?
Yeah.
Like 1 being bad, 5 being pretty good. I'd say a 4.
Would you say 4?
I'd say a 4.
I would say entertainment, scare factor, like...
all compiles to a score of...
4.5 popcorns.
4.5, okay.
Go see it.
It was really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Go see it. Meh.
No, seriously, my friends. I do recommend. All right, guys. I think that's it for us for this evening. And this is probably scattered and all over the place, and I'm sorry. But it was a must-see movie, and we definitely wanted to review it and put out a bit of a video on it. So if you like the content, give us a thumbs up, okay? It really does help the channel. And if you would like to check us out, you can follow us on our Snapchat and our Instagram, okay? All right, my friends, I think that's it for us.
That's everything.
Bye!
Bye!
I want to hear him meowing
all the time.
Maybe shoo him out.
But he's just gonna whine from the door. We're just gonna have to deal with the cat.
Text Dad and ask him to come get the baby.
Do anything.
No, text Dad and ask him to come get the baby.
God. Okay.
You want me to stop this?
Yeah.